Right, hello everybody. I think that's enough time, right? Yeah, about that. And the captions is working. Everything's good today. How are we all doing today? Hello Jake, Fizzguard, Chavis, and Neptune. You're the only ones here at the moment. And Wombo. Welcome, how are we all? Wrong mic. The fucking webcam. That's what I have to make a guess. It is. Shit, I don't remember which one it is on this one. That better? That should be the correct mic. Thank you, Neptune. I think that was the C920 mic. There we go. Let's unplug that actually so it doesn't fucking do that again. Because I was on a Zoom call earlier, so I had the webcam set up. Anyway, sorry about that. Hello. Now you can probably hear me a bit better. I don't know how bad that audio quality was, but it was certainly probably a lot worse than mine, right? Mine usual. There we go. We should be on the the proper one now. So how are we all doing? How are we all doing today? Hello again, Jake Fizzguard, Chavis, Neptune, and Wombo. I bet you can guess what I'm streaming this evening. Is it Poker with Friends? Because that's like the first thing that always comes into mind now. So, I don't know why I came back here. Oh, it's because I wanted to take a look at this comparison from this perspective. I was looking on YouTube, and in my subscriptions, I saw this time pop up. A new BKT by Daniel. Kart BKT. From like 2016, when the Ghost database was first implemented, I have this time from Russo downloaded on my console, literally a millisecond apart, and I wanted to take. I was actually going to compare a top 4 of Daniel's times, but I did once upon a time actually want to play this track with Mockbike out of all things. Could you believe it? So this is why I've got this one. More speedrunning, sweet. Well, I hope speedrunning goes well. I assume in that case it's New Super Mario Bros. Wii, unless you found something else to do. There we go. I'm good. How are you? I'm actually pretty good as well. Had a nice catch up with studio staff today, and I also had a haircut. No one would know about that though, because camera's not on. It's not a thing. God, Russo's driving was shit there for a second. This must be quite an old time. I'm probably not a PB. I just have this downloaded for him. What else is here? Nothing too important. I want to do New Super Mario Bros. UDX. That's the one on the Switch, right? I think. My Wii just wants me to suffer. Well, yeah. Have you ever tried this track with the Mop Bike, Jake? I think it's just too much of a sort of track, you know? You don't play this, fair enough. I'm surprised I honestly once had the aspiration to play this track. Also, how many times has this replayed for? 5,000 bit donation or higher, and I will then. Travis, that's your calling. If you think that's worth doing it. I'm laughing my ass off right now and playing the Family Guy theme tune in a level on Mario Maker 2. God, what is the Family Guy theme tune again? It's like, it seems today that all you see. It's something like that, isn't it? That's the only bit I remember. And then it's like, oh my goodness, I haven't watched Family Guy in years. Why is it? I'm blind for a minute there. Oh yeah, so explaining the title, a bit of a change, and I've also got a me change as well, which feels kind of appropriate. An oldie but a goodie. The Brandy Me is back. For once and a one time only. What did you call my name for? Oh, Jake said if anyone donated 5,000 bits to him, he'd play Maple Treeway to beat Russo's time. With Mop Bike, or just play the track with Mop Bike. I don't remember what we said, but it was something along those lines. But yeah. Yeah, so for a little bit of context here, Bradley, if you don't know, if you're not in Bradley's Discord server, what the hell was that? He passed his driving test. So I'm literally just saying, well done. Well done to him. And this is also something as well. The Brandy Me. And for those who don't know what the Brandy Me is, the Brandy Me is a me that is a mixture of me and Bradley's me. As you can kind of see, it's got my facial features on Bradley's head. And this was actually a me that was made by I think a viewer or a fan of ours at the time. Someone literally just mixed our two me's together, and because I came home from college, Bradley found the me, and made it. Just made it on his console. And sent it to me. So we have this Mii now. I tried making a Brandiac Mii with me, Bradley, and Jacob, but that didn't work out as well. Unfortunately, it's no surprise. It doesn't usually take 3 people to make a child, right? It tends to only take 2. Anyways. Anything else? Did I miss this? I drank 3 gallons of brandy. Nice. Going AFK for a bit, got to empty. Bladder before it explodes, then dinner. Sounds good. Let's see if we can pause on Countess's ghost coming back, shall we? Where are you? Where are you? Here it is. Fuck. Damn it! I'm not quick enough. Well, I was too quick and I was too slow. Right, let's grind this track, shall we? Oh, actually, before we start, just for people who do not know, and I should have done this before I started talking about this other stuff. This is my PB now, which we got last stream. So yeah, we're getting close. We could potentially beat the Expert Staff Ghost today, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. Now I have to read the chat again, actually. Let's see. I drank it out of a public swimming bath. Public swimming bath? What the fuck is that? Oh my goodness. It was filled to the brim with brandy, meaning it was probably more than 3 gallons. It was probably like a fucking house volume, I'd expect. Also, I managed to buy a card a few days ago, and I got plans on using it for something else. If I have enough money left over, I'll probably do it. A card? Is that as in a capture card or like a writing card? I choked sub 39 by missing the last mini turbo. Oh god. I've done that. I've done... Well, actually no, I'd say crashing into this wall over here is worse. Swimming baths, it's another term for a public swimming pool. Oh, well why didn't you just say that? Oh, a card for spending money on. I was completely off. Anyways, that's PB, first run. Already bad start. Because around here they're called swimming baths. That is not an attractive name. I do not go. Back when I was in school, I did not go up to my friends and be like, "Hey, you want to come and take a bath with me after school? In the public fucking bath? Public swimming bath?" Oh, that's just, oh, that's so like gross. Oh yeah, I need to stop bouncing there because that's really annoying. Yeah. You don't fucking clean yourself in it. It's just called that. Well, I think actually if you get in any sort of water, it will technically take something off of your skin. In a sort of cleansing sort of way, cleaning sort of way. But even then, if you're not supposed to bathe in it, why the hell did they call it like a public bath or whatever they fucking said? It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know, it just sounds like less attractive. I was about to say PB first run and I'm going to donate 10,000 bits, but you choked the run, the first run of stream. Good. I don't want 10,000 bits for no reason like that. No good reason. It'd be pretty funny if you asked your mate to go to the swimming bath with him. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I had to say. Oh, I can't get the starter boost now. That's just swimming bath. Public swimming bath. Why? Why the word bath? I just don't get it. I just don't get who thought of that. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to be complaining about this all night if I'm not careful. Oh, God. Okay, this is going well already. It's only called that because it specifically means it's indoors, not outdoors. Would the words not indoor pool suffice for that? Interesting. If it was outdoors, it would be a swimming pool. That's weird. I've never heard that before still. It still sounds weird to me. Startup swimming bath combo should be an unlock. I do not want that to be an unlock. It would literally just be me being like, what the fuck's a swimming bath? At like 1 in the morning. I already shouldn't be yelling this loudly anyways. It's nearly time for bed for my parents. Oh god, a deep convo. Oh, Fizzguard's got it covered. Good, because I don't think I can go straight from this to like swimming baths to my pet woodlouse died or something stupid like that. Though that is something that happened. I had a frickin' pet woodlouse when I was younger. Literally just a woodlouse that I found under a brick in my grandma's garden. And I kept it in a Chinese takeaway box and it just died. It was literally in a plastic box and I was like, no, my woodlouse! Oh. I also had a pet sticking set which I did the same thing actually. My uncle just gave it to me. That was the shittest chain in history. Chain attempt, even. If a giraffe wore a tie, would it be near his head or his chest? How is that a deep conversation? A deep conversation would be, if a giraffe wore a tie, would it make him more appealing as a man, or would he have to face the fact that he's just a failure? There you go. That's a deep conversation. I don't know where this is going anymore. But going off of the premise of how humans wear a tie, and humans are the only ones to wear ties, but also collars, as in like dog collars, cat collars, most of them are at the bottom, the base of the neck, where the chest would be. So, going by that logic, I would say that a giraffe would wear a tie at the very bottom of their neck. Humans suck, yes. Yes. I hope me away. Wait, I hope aliens take me away to planet fuck you, Nebby. What's Neptune done? You missed the chance to say to planet Neptune, because that would have been, that's an actual place. Wouldn't actually want to go there though. No offense to Neptune the person. But Neptune the planet is not habitable, though it does look beautiful. Very pleasant blue gem. Nice. I want a planet called Fuck You, Whammy. You know, there's the thing you can actually do with stars, right? Because there's so many stars, you can technically buy like a star and name it. We can't. It's a bit more complicated than that. Like, way more complicated. It's not, it doesn't work as a gas like it would on Earth, considering that it's a much bigger body in space by a pretty big amount. It's just, it's not that simple. I know I know what I'm talking about, but I'm not talking about what I know. That's such a weird statement. Well, it's not necessarily that you can't land on them. We can't land on them by our terms of landing. It's more complicated than just being made of gas. It's more them being fucking enormous, I would actually say. You know, they are, their sheer size means that they would, like, the pressure, the atmospheric pressure would just completely crush you. You would be able to get to the middle and land on something. With Jupiter and Saturn specifically, they have a metallic hydrogen core, which is presumably solid. It's what gives them their magnetic fields. They're massive magnetic fields, actually. So if you were to try or landing on Jupiter or Saturn and sending something through it, there will eventually it will get to a point where the density within the planet's layers of gas balances out with whatever you send in, be it whether it's yourself or some sort of space probe or spacecraft. It will eventually lay within the one of the gas layers of the planet, because essentially it wouldn't be able to fall any further. It would be essentially like we're standing on rock on our own planet, if that makes any sense. They're not gas all the way through. It's like as the gravity gets stronger, as you get closer to the core, the density of the gas gets more solid. There'll be a point where it's like in its gas state, like a cloud, probably at the very edges of the planet. Then it will turn into some sort of water-like substance, and then it will turn into more of a rock, solidified bit, and then you'd get to the what's it called? Metallic hydrogen core. There you go. If that made any sense at all. You can tell how little of a life I have. Just looking up shit facts on the internet that no one's going to care about. Because yeah, one day I'm going to be in a bar and I'm going to lay on all these Jupiter facts on some girl and it's going to totally get me laid, right? So I'd like to finish a run with the Brandy Me. That's all I want at the moment. Oh god, shit shroom. Still going to be a decent run though. Okay. Woo! That was hot. .5, I think this is on pace for. Oh, my thumb slipped off the analog stick, so I lost a lot of time there. Yeah, that's cool. Well, there's a Brandy Me that is now on Wahoo Island too. Anyways. Cool. What else is going on here? Oh, Wumbo eventually said the same thing. The spacecraft would get crushed because of the pressure of going through the gases on the planet. I'm huge, Neptune says. I'm going to print screen that out of context. Thanks, Neptune. Can gas be so condensed that you can stand on it? Well, yes. But you're more likely to be crushed into being a part of it. So it's only theoretical. You wouldn't actually be able to do it. Oh, Suplade's here. Also, fuck off, phones. I don't need you. Ugh, he said Andy, the A word. Gross. Revoke Suitplate VIP. Give Wumbo thank. Good luck on the Wii Sports track or whatever. Thank you. But you need to say well done to Bradley as well. Because he was a good boy and he passed his driving test once and for all today. So all things are all good. This is too scientific. I'm a starter bread convo. No. No bread. Scientific Jupiter facts. Let's go. What's everybody's favourite moon of Jupiter? Mine is Europa. What state of matter is bread? Solid, I guess. Maybe it would work more. Maybe it would work more of a chick repellent rather than an incentive. Unless girls love boffins, that's not true. Alone forever, off we go. And now there's just the shit, whatever this is. Good job, Bradley. Yes. My favourite moon of Jupiter is Amalthea. Like, is that even a moon? That's a really pretty name, actually. Suitplate's out mooning me. I can't contend with this. It is a moon. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at her. Let's see how she looks, shall we? That sounds really creepy. Oh, it's like a little Rice Krispie. .02 meters per second of gravity. That's adorable. Pretty sizable though, 83 kilometers. Nice. Anyways. What else is going on here? Ugh, Neptune used the A word as well. Anyways, gonna go grab some food and then I'll be setting up for speedrunning. Awesome, Travis. I don't know what that was. I also drove today. Sweet. I drove my head into the table. Does that count? I guess. Like a little Rice Krispie. Oh my goodness. Well, it's not really little. It's fucking 83 point whatever kilometers big. She a big gal. 83.5 kilometers. It's fucking massive. Tiny for a moon, and especially in comparison to the Jupiter. Actually, the Jovian system, I should say, actually. But for a minute, I thought the batteries had gone again. It was just the Wiimote turning off. I like my men how I like my Jupiter moons. Like a Rice Krispie. Wow, good to know. I'll keep that in mind. I'll let you know if I find anyone for you, Soup Played. Oh, and the other Sean's here. Hello, Asterix Sean. Welcome to this. Have you listened to the Godspeed You Black Emperor album? I have not yet, but it is in the It's in my playlist. I found a bunch more playlists recently that I've been listening to. The last stream that I did, Soup Played, which I think you briefly came in on or not, I do not know. And I've immediately lost my train of thought. Now, last stream, I was listening to Rain, out of all things. There are Rain songs on Spotify, and it's not just like Rain recording 6th of June 1971, Rain recording 7th of June 1924, just listed like you would expect for a Rain recording. They actually have their like song names, like they would be there's just albums dedicated to Rain. Just rain noise, and they would be called like Blissful Raindrops. Raindrops in the morning. What was another one? Calming Rain. Like they'd have their own names. Some people even like, there was one that was just literally rainfall with some slight thunder in the background, and the name of the song was called The Wrath of Thor, out of all things. Should be pretty cool. Me and Handy are the only real Seans I know of. Me, you, and then there's 2 other people that I know of who are other Seans. Spelt the same way. I have picked up my plethora of Sean's. You're the one that I speak to on a more consistent basis. There was a guy who was called Sean Edwards, who I used to know all the way back on the Dazran 303 community. He was a massive part of that when that was heavily active still. And then there was actually another Sean who is local to me, who was another musician who would attend local open mics and everything quite consistently. And when I worked in the music shop, I did some work experience there. There were posters for his upcoming gig, and there were people who were working in the music shop who asked if it was me. So I'm more spammy with my chains on this track, but I also don't care. So fuck anybody who cares. Ow, my hand. Do you use HDMI? Yes, I do. Well, I like that. I should listen to Red Noise again. I assume that's what you're talking about. Super deep red noise. The first words that I happen to see is super deep. Nice. There's a purple noise playlist as well in the description. I don't know what determines the noise color. I also started a new music project. I don't know where it's going, but it's going. Well, it doesn't need to have a discernible destination. I think the best way to work on music, or anything creative for that matter, is just go with the flow and see where it takes you. That's essentially what I did for The Return. Although I did have an idea of how that song was going to be produced and how that song was going to eventually become a reality. As soon as I incorporated Emma into working on that piece of music, her creative influences started taking over, and it took a completely different direction to what I was expecting, but not one that I hated. So yeah, Deep Red Noise sound amazing in my opinion, for some reason. Yeah. Well, there was some white noise sound that I found on Spotify. I could try finding you the playlist with just raining if you really want to, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's the type of playlist that I should be publicizing and sending around anywhere. Purely given by the fact that it's given the fact that it's made by someone who I don't think intended for it to be shared around and even found in the first place. Not to name any more names than that. Anyways, let's see. Has anyone ever had any burn-in while playing on the Wii? What? Had any burn-in? As in, like, the screen display? The writing or colours or something on the screen burning into the pixels of the TV or something like that? Oh, the after image. If a still image is on your screen for too long. Yeah. My old TV had... you can't see this on here. But on this, for the Wii, for some reason, when you try and put it up to a higher signal on most of the newer TVs, it has a black box around basically the edge of the screen. It has it on this. Like again, you can't see it because I cropped it out on the capture card, but there is a black square where usually if I just load it up on the Wii U, it would fill the screen right to the edges where the plastic is. And on the Wii, it's even worse. Because it's a 480p signal, it's taking that 480p signal and stretching it to 720 using my upscaler, but it has a much bigger black box around it. And on the old TV that we had, a very old Sony Bravia, I think it's called. Bravia, one of those things. Once I changed the Wii input on that TV to a Wii to HDMI, the boxes stuck around, and over time, the square actually burnt itself into the LCD. So you could, even if you weren't using the Wii or hadn't used it for a while on that TV, like you could still kind of see partly where the box was on the screen, and I believe that is actually the main reason as to why my mum decided to upgrade the TVs to the current one, as well as the fact that a Sony Bravia was made in like 2008 or 7 or some stupid shit, and we had it all the way up until 2019, well over 10 years. It was a very old TV by comparison to what you have on the market today. I also think that because I played this off of an LCD screen, and the Wii U adds these black boxes around the Wii gameplay for some reason, I feel like there has been also like a slight permanent burn-in on my TV screen as well. But as my TV is like a newer model, which I bought for myself in 2013, so I could use the Wii U and Wii in my room, and it's literally all I use it for. I don't really notice it if it is actually there, and I don't think it was as noticeable as on the old downstairs TV anyway. So there you go, if that's what you're talking about. But there is actually like a burn-in reduction like setting, I'm pretty sure, which will kind of soften the image basically, so it doesn't leave too much of an image on the screen after you turn something off. But in order to I guess be consistent with quality, if you're capturing, then it's better to turn it off. Oh, you're not wheeling anymore. Good, good. Anyways, what else has been said here? I need to go, and then I will be right back. Alrighty then, Soup Played. I don't know, you're probably still gone. Also, Vivbot is gone, so that's good. And by good, I mean shit. So what TV do you have now? Well, for me personally, that I use up here, I've always had this one which is branded as Logic. Basically just the word Logic but with a K instead of a C at the end. Which I believe is like some off-brand that only gets sold at PC World and Currys. Because that was the cheapest one there. So I just got that. But the one that we have downstairs is some Panasonic model which came out in 2019. Which can do 4K and everything. And hello Bradley! I don't know how long you've been here for, but welcome. And congratulations again. Like, that was me clapping. Trying to clap. Good job for like finally being able to pass your driving test, because I know that's been something that you've been trying to work on for literally like a year and a half or possibly longer. Just some stupid shit like that. So it must be unbelievably relieving. I told people about it in chat. Hope you didn't mind. Hope you don't mind. But you got a few congratulations from a couple of people. And to commemorate it, I am playing with the Brandy Me for today's session. I have unearthed it. After all this time, I do not know if I even time trialed with the Brandy Me actually, but it felt like it was worth the occasion. How are you doing otherwise? Are you celebrating? I assume so. And also, didn't you say your dad was going to give you 50 quid or something? Something. Oh, fuck you, bouncy bounce boy. I hate that shroom so much. I hate this, just this bit in general. That's alright. That's faster than I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be a 0.8 to be fair. Hello. I don't know how long I'm wasted right now. I knew it. Yeah, I've been celebrating with pizza and a lot of drinks. Fair enough. As you should be, to be fair. Again, though, massive congrats on that. That's hype. That means you can finally go and drive to Jacob's house. And by Jacob's house, I mean Jordan's house, where Jacob lives. And hello, Lord Soup. Welcome to this stream, where we're celebrating and have good vibes. I have a small request, actually, that you may or may not want to try and take up, and it's actually based off of just a stupid joke that me and Bradley were joking around with last stream. And it's up to you to take it up or not, but I wanted to edit or have what's his name again? Fuck. Dara O'Brien, or Breen, or whatever the fuck his last name is. His Twitter picture photoshopped into the Apple logo. just stretched onto it. Because what happened was when Bradley made his tweet about Apple content claiming his VOD last stream, I was jokingly going to retweet it to Apple, and when I typed in @Apple, Dara O'Brien was the one that showed up in the suggestions for some reason, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? So there's a conspiracy, and it ties in with when we were teasing in Gamer about how Ireland is just a theory. You know, like the Earth being flat and stupid shit like that. There's actually no Ireland. It's a conspiracy. And now I'm willing to believe that the entire concept of Ireland is made up. Because Dara O'Brien is Apple. That's where we're going with this story. Ireland does not exist. It was entirely made up or fabricated. A fabricated part of the world to cover for Dara O'Brien, who is actually Apple. There you go. Make of that what you will. Ireland does not exist. Good response. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's gonna call for a really good Team 863 session on Mario Maker next. Or whatever we end up doing. I still haven't been able to convince Chrisjaw to get 3D World, by the way, so we might have to put up with Potato Boy. But on the plus side, there might be a Mario Maker session planned soon at some point, and Nil has actually made some versus levels, so that's going to be pretty cool. I've seen them. Actually pretty cool looking. Fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. Not Potato Boy. I can't stand him. Ugh. What's the likelihood that in the first couple of days that we move in together in the Team 863 house, that someone, don't know who, most likely Bradley, but not to put that in motion. What's the likelihood that someone's going to give Ningamer a black eye just over something completely stupid? It's going to happen. It's just like, why wouldn't it, you know? Did I miss anything else here? One day I'm going to have to get used to driving on the motorway first. Are you still not used to driving on the motorway that much? Also, why is that not loading on here? Let me refresh that. Also, I need to post this. Also, the captions are working. Fantastic. I mentioned that earlier. Oh, is it in here? Beautiful. Okay. Anyway, so let's try and get back into this. Let's see if we can actually try and get some runs other than starting to MT3 this shit up and not get anywhere. Lol. Oh, Bridge, I love you when you do that shit to me. It's tasty. Speaking of tasty, I was up late watching Tom's stream last night. There was just some really stupid shit that happened in his Mogies. It was ridiculous. Oh. There's one Daisy circuit race that I feel like need to be just highlighted. It's just so stupid. Oh, Tom. I love Tom. I gifted a sub to his first ever follower as well. Cute. If someone gave Ningamer a black eye, it wouldn't be me. I'm not an aggressive person. Probably nil then, I would expect. Either me or nil. I mean, I punched the shit out of my wall and my door in the past, so... And then Nil had this... Nil told me after that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe session, literally the day after or the same day, that he genuinely wanted to like hit Ningamer because of his teamwork. Oh. And hello, Matteo. I assume that's how you pronounce that name. Someone that plays Mario Kart Wii. Hi from Italy. Hello from the United Kingdom. The difference between a door wall, and a potato is little to nothing. I mean, there is one major difference. Doors and walls tend to be a lot less annoying. Unless they're in the way. I mean, Gamer's constantly annoying and always in the way, so... I don't know. He's so stupid. Oh, anyways. Matteo is the Italian version of Matthew. Interesting. I mean, yeah, you're literally just removing the H and the W and putting an O on the end. I guess you could also be nicknamed Matt as well in the same way. Oh, that's interesting. So maybe not all Matts are Matthews at heart. Maybe there's some out there that are Matteos as well. Oh my goodness. Woo! I'm a Juventus supporter. We're really bad this year. I'm afraid I do not know what that is, but I am sorry to hear that it's bad. Ooh, okay. Oh, why are you so bouncy? I think it's because I soft drift by pulling the analog stick to the bottom most of the time, and I need to pull it to the top so that I'm kind of nosedive. What the hell is going on? I'm just hitting everything with my thumb. Oh, this is annoying. My favourite part of playing this game is just the starter boost shit. My timing just seems to be naturally off a little bit today with that. Yeah. Whee! Oh my goodness, let's just trick off every fucking ramp, why don't we? I'm gonna go now, Sean. Very tired. Probably will do that thing you requested tomorrow. Good job, Bradley, on passing. Take it easy then, Lord Soup. Again, it's entirely optional. But it would be really interesting to see what you can do. So, good luck with that if you choose to do it. Have a good night otherwise. And I'll see you again when I next see you. What else has been said here? Apparently there was 5 of us having the driving test at the same time. 3 people went back to the test centre 20 minutes before the test ended and failed, so only 2 of us passed. That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. How on earth do you do that anyways? Surely there's like a clock or something, right? Oh god, no. My alignments in the tunnel have been awful recently. This would be good. If I could just sustain this distance somehow, then this should be a PB. But that's not going to happen. Already lost more time now, see? Yep. That had a really stupid ending. I'm pretty sure I got really good chains. I don't know what they actually were. I wasn't taking a look at the speedometer. But I usually drop to hell down that straightaway, and that time I was able to pretty much stay straight for the most of it, so I caught up a bit at the end. Let's actually take a look and see what that looked like in comparison to PB, shall we? Would that have a chance of beating PB? Who knows? Or was it 103? I think it was 103. It will be the only ghost up here with the Brandy me anyways. And there's... I guess if people fail, they just send them back to the test center partially because of COVID. That actually would make a lot of sense, yeah. More convenient that way too. So I've got the first chain, which is nice. Drop, that's a classic. I'm gonna be miles behind on this after the shroom, because the shroom is really good, and that well, not the shroom is in my PB. I mean, was really good, and that one just bounced like fucking DK Mountain shit. I dropped there by the looks of things. I think I wasn't paying attention again. Let's see what the rest of the chains are. That was a drop again. Oh my goodness, what was that? Oh my goodness, what was that? This was pretty good though. I got a nice landing and a nice alignment into the shroom. That's pretty nice. I actually turned a little too tight there. I caught up here. That's quite cool. And I had to turn in the wheelie because I prematurely released that mini turbo. Played it a bit more risky there and actually got... This alignment's really good. Like, I didn't need to tap in the wheelie. I was kind of doing it a little bit, but that was really good. If I got both chains there, I would have caught all the way up. That looked like it was chain drop. Just by observation. I wasn't paying attention to the speedometer again. Because the PB gets drop half, I'm pretty sure. And it gained at the top of the hill, but lost at the bottom. Anyways, let's carry on, shall we? Good. Good times. I need to be more aware of my voice now. Because it is late for the rest of my family. Great, this is going to be fun. Oh, my eyes just went really weird all of a sudden then. Wow. Change of plans, going to stream more Mario Kart Wii today. Okay, then. What decided to inspire that? You're just not feeling the grind for today, huh? Oh yeah, Bradley. I don't know if you're still around, but Leanne did her first 70 star today. I think she was 1 hour. She was well over an hour. 1 hour 25, I want to say. She got. It's on my. I would have retweeted it. Let's go for this. That's pretty cool. Okay. Ah! My thumb! My thumb! No! Not sub 53 reset. I think she's gonna try going for the sub 1 hour. But I don't know. I wasn't there for that long. I caught like the last half an hour, I think. The first stream today. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt though. I think she does a lot better than me. For a first start. Mixed bag of things on this track. There's things that are kind of pleasant to drive, and then there's things that just aren't. Like most of this, when they go right enough, they're actually pretty fun. But this section coming up is my least favorite, and it barely goes right most of the time. If I just have a really strong... Oh god. If it just goes right enough, then I'm PBing. Oh, this is not going to go right enough, though. Or no. To be fair, she does have the potential to sub 1 hour, but she will have to put in a lot of work to do that. At first, subbing 1 hour isn't the easiest task. Yeah. But I think she has what it takes to put the time into it. She definitely seems motivated to do the category. I mean, she started off with a half-hour, like 16-star time or something, somewhere around there. And she pushed it all the way down to 19, a low 19. And it's not as... I watched back her run. It's not as, like... What she does isn't as polished as someone like you playing, but like the core concepts and understanding is there. Also, stop. Stop it, game. I want to just play the track. This is not fun. I don't know. I don't know what we were talking about other than Mario 64. That just completely lost my train of thought. But there you go. Good times. I was really relaxed today at the stream, actually. Fuck. Oh, that had a really good tunnel exit for what it was worth. And I have no idea why. Oh, great. Now it's the other one. Every time I'm ahead of Countess, I go all the way off to the right. Most of the time, actually. Whoa. If only that was the way that the shroom worked. She'll just have to keep practicing movement for each star. If she has the USA Mun ROM on her console, that would be really useful. The USA Mun ROM allows you to restart the level, create a save state to let you hop between levels really easily. Is that the one that you use that also kind of removes the background music as well, so you can kind of hear sounds and stuff? I think you use that one a lot, like literally just to do a star over and over and over again. I think she had someone talking about that like a couple of times in her chat already, so I don't know if she's been helped to have that set up. I know when she first started 16 star, she was using the PAL version of the game, and now since I think she's started using the NTSC version of the game. That's all I know, though. You'd know more about this stuff than I would, and would definitely be able to help her more than I could too. I never actually touched the game before. Did I ever tell you that, Bradley? Like, the first time I actually properly saw gameplay of Mario 64 was on your streams. It was my first introduction to that game. That's why I heavily symbolize that game with you, actually, and its blocky style. Oh, fuck. Oh. Okay, we're finishing runs at least. Yes, I do not remember what that was in response to. Also, I suddenly want a really sweet biscuit for some reason. There was do you ever get this sort of feeling where you just think of a food, or like the rough taste of a food just sort of pops into your mouth, and then you're just like, oh my god, I want that food. There was what was it? These homemade sort of, I think it was like oat syrup biscuit things that they used to make in school, in primary school, which you'd have for school dinners. And randomly, while finishing that run, the thought of that just popped into my head. And I have no idea why. Now I want those biscuits. Can I send you something on Discord? Sure. Do I have it open? I do. Tell me when you sent it and then I'll take a look. Oh, also, before I forget, while this has just randomly popped into my head, I don't suppose you have the ability to edit the chat reward points, Bradley. Considering that you are here, you can probably turn on the ad ones again. I keep forgetting to turn those back on. So if you can do it, then that'd be great. Probably won't want me to mess around with it. I'm pretty drunk right now. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I just keep forgetting to do it. And people come in here and be like, here, have some money. Wait, you can't redeem ads anymore. Fuck. sent it. Alright then. There it is. Discord is super laggy. Oh, I like that. Is that something that they did for everybody at the driving center, the test center, or is it just something that you did? Ow. Oh shit, that's gonna play something. What is this thing? Ah. Ah. My mum sent that one. I can try and find the one that my instructor sent if you want. Sure. It was weird seeing you in the online. Online messages on here. There we go. I like how the last message was insert Irish accent here. Beautiful. So what is this fucking Facebook dating shit suddenly starting to pop up for me? I just get like loads of friend suggestions and they're all girls. Just randomly suggested to me. Really weird. No idea why this is. Right. Let's continue with this PB pace run. Obvious PB pace run. Found it. Sweet. Oh, so you had to wear the mask and everything. Well, I don't actually know why that's not obvious to me. Cool, calm, confident driver. Nice. I look like a fucking dentist. I can't unsee that now you pointed it out. Ah, yes. Mr. Dentist Bradley, doing dental work on your car. That's good. Why do you keep looking back? That's me accidentally hitting the button. I'm not properly trying to back at that. Oh gosh. Brilliant. So, I assume you're going to start driving yourself to work and stuff now, Bradley. I presume. Or, some other plan still in the works for that. You carpool or something. I keep randomly losing my train of thought all of a sudden. I don't know what's up today. I worked so hard for this moment the last few weeks. Glad it's finally paid off. I'm glad it's finally paid off for you too, honestly. Like that must feel more relieving than anything. More relieving than words can describe. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to be driving tomorrow because I've been drinking and maybe in a couple of days. Fair enough, yes. Smart idea, and that sounds good. Well, I hope everything can go well. In that regard. No. Definitely makes things easier for meetup now, I guess. Meetups, if you wanted to do that with Jacob, I guess, because you can both drive. I'm just I'll be the awkward one who catches trains. Fails to catch trains. Although, with regards to that, I should be catching the train next month to London. So that's pretty cool. It's been well over a year since I travelled anywhere extensively. It'd be very weird as well to wear a mask the whole time and spend money on tickets instead of Liam. It's gonna be weird. Oh, how do you do that turn? I figured it out, but it was like, Once I've had my vaccine in 2045, we will finally meet up. Yes. You still not plan to have that anytime soon. That's really bizarre. I mean, to be honest, there's people... I was talking to people from my studio earlier today, and they still haven't got it. And they're nearly in their 30s. And I've had mine. Nearly over a month ago since I had mine, actually. My arm, it's really weird. My arm, it doesn't hurt or ache like it usually does if you get a jab or something. But I swear I can feel, like, partly feel where it was, if you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't hurt or ache or anything like that, but it just feels like I'm conscious or know where it was, know that it happened. It just feels slightly different to the right arm, which I did not have it in. If that makes any sense at all. But I think it's just paranoia, but it's weird. Probably won't have it for a while. That's surprising. I thought because you work in you're given where you work, you'd be given it or offered it at least. Old fuckers first, yeah. I mean, they're going through the second list now, don't they? Aren't they? I mean, my second vaccine, I think, is coming up in June. I'm really surprised. It still kind of feels weird, though. That I had it this early. It makes more sense now, though. More people that I know of who also have asthma / other health problems revolving around respiratory stuff have had it like around the same time as me. And it was a very good process, to be fair. Like, I spent more time talking to the nurse than I did getting the vaccine. And I didn't even know it was done. She just randomly turned to me and said, "Okay, we're all done." And I'm like, "What? What?" I didn't fucking feel a thing. Really weird. I swear that's always the issue as well. I'm not comfortable with the concept of getting injections or vaccines or anything. Just, I don't like the thought of needles being stuck into you, you know. But it's always better than you expect when it's actually happened and done. Too busy hitting on the nurse. I wish. I mean, I say I wish is looked a substantial amount older than I did. Than I do, I hope. And I am, I should say. Oh, okay. I like how on straightaways I can technically just play one-handed. It's really fun. Well, it's not really fun. It's like, I can technically play one-handed. One-handed. It's actually the same with the nunchuck as well. My goodness, the drops are my friends today. They seem to like turning up. That's really far to the left. That's not gonna go well at all. Boink. That, I feel like, might be slightly faster if you don't fuck up the alignment like I did. But I don't know if it's worth it. No one else has tried it. Don't worry, I've hit on nurses too, you know. I mean, to be fair... I mean, that sounds... I don't even know how to comment on that. I mean, yeah, that's the ideal way you wanted them to... you want to have. Although I don't think it would look quite good if I just walked into the vaccination centre and just dropped my pants and be like, "All right then, nursey, let's see what you got." Why am I picturing that situation happening? Fuck. Ugh. But yeah, nothing wrong with a nurse. I'm pretty sure they definitely know their way around things. Know a thing or two that most other people wouldn't know. I've had at least 3 women touch my PP in your life. That's 3 more than me! Actually, no. That's like... 2, I think? I don't even know. Two or 1 more? I had a medical emergency when I was younger. As well, involved in the same area. I don't want to go into too much detail. And I actually don't remember it either. This was a very long time ago. But anyway, that's how my sister was born. No, this was before my sister was born. No, and I hope it wouldn't be that's how. That'd be fucked up. Yeah, young. Very. This is it. I think it was actually before Jacob was born as well, to be fair. Most likely. Yeah. Probably doesn't count. In the same way. No. That was just awful. I was 16, so testosterone was through the roof at that point. Yeah, I bet. It was, I was gonna say the word handful, but I don't know if that word's appropriate in this context. I still think it'd be quite a big deal in handful. I still think it'd be quite a big deal if you had the same issue to this day. I know it would for me. Interesting. Oh, stop bouncing around, you idiot. Ah, oh, best alignment. Absolute best alignment I could have given myself there. God, I'm thinking of nurses now. I can't concentrate. Fuck. Nah. Interesting. Good vaccine conversation. I actually don't know where this originated from. This started with dentist. A dentist, I think? My timing's been a little off with lots of things on this recently. That I cannot complain about though. I had to turn there though. Pretty sure I would have hit the wall in the outcome. Ah, speaking of which. Fun. I knew it. That was the closest like I've ever kept with that ghost. It felt really weird. Being inside Countess that much of the time is not something that I felt comfortable with. Especially in that turn area. So I primarily use this ghost for alignment most of the time. Up until the pillar section. I think we're in more of the groove with the track now though. I say as I turn in my wheelie about 50 times. So all I need to do is maintain this distance. Maintain this distance with Countess's Ghost, and I would have the Expert Staff Ghost, but I immediately lose all of that. What is that? What is that shit? Ugh, okay. Okay. Alright, let's try and relax a little bit and get into this a bit more. I think I'm starting to think too much about the tunnel. Tunnel? 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 Tunnel. Why does this not sound like a word to me anymore? What the fuck's going on? Tunnel. Tunnel. How the fuck do you spell tunnel? So why is this still here? What's going on? I was just trying to figure out how to, like, the word tunnel suddenly just didn't sound like a word to me anymore. And I was saying it weirdly. I mean, it kind of sounds like the topics are connected. Oh, fuck. That's kind of true. Oh, boy. That one turn is weird sometimes. Nice. Ah! You bastard! I wasn't thinking that would happen. Gosh. That was a decent pillar trick as well, I'm pretty sure. Like, if I just wheelied out there straight to where the shroom was and had a really good alignment and second shroom, we would be pretty golden. Oh, I don't know where this track's going today. Don't think I'm going to be able to get the Brandy PB. We'll see though. I am playing a lot later than usual in comparison to most of my more recent sessions. Sessions. Oh my goodness. Sessions. What is wrong? I'm not in the right mindset to take this seriously. Oh, I shouldn't have even tried doing that. I should have just wheelied. It would have been a lot quicker. Was that a twist? It was a twist. What? I did it again. I slipped off the analog stick. I just told my Jacob my Pogger story. Wait, which story are we talking about then? I assume the driving test one, and not the nurse thing. Oh, you did tell him that. Beautiful. I've spammed Jacob with a load of shit recently. There's stuff that's been the stuff that has happened for me, and or just happened for other things. I told him about Caleb's Mario circuit, massive Mario circuit improvement, and that's the only thing he responded to. I assume he's been quite busy. Are you actually like chatting to him right now? Or did you just send it to him? He's like, "Oh, Jacob, fucking wake up. I got a story to tell you, mate." There's the gold star. And it's a brandy one. That was a weird run. Whew. GG. That was really weird. Oh, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I think it's just because I got a good pillars landing, so. I think so, Neptune. By a little bit, it bops. It's a neppy bop. Neppy bop, neppy bop. Bop, bop, bop. Don't ignore that I ever did that, please. Nah, it's not a sub, Luke. Luke's got a 0.4. I'd need to beat the ghost that I'm playing against in order to bop. Luke. No, don't clip that, please. Wow, that's more pog than my penis story. No, it isn't. Nothing is more pog than that, Bradley. Even if I got fucking MC3 world records. I don't think anything could do that. The only way that I'd be more pog than that is if I had it too. Nothing made any sense. Let's post it on here. Wait, I can do this now, can't I? Ah! Jacob sent me his internet speed. Is that good? Oh, that is pretty fresh. That is true. It is quite close to the top 15 now. I was in the top 15. Also, Matt! Let's download this, actually. I can do the Matt challenge if I wanted to. There is technically a Matt challenge that exists on this track. So where am I now? Here, I think. 18th. That's pretty good. How do you test your internet speed? I want to do mine now. Internet speed test. Internet speed test Virgin. Please don't put... Oh, you can just do one on Google. That's really cool. It's going to probably be affected by the fact that I'm streaming. Oh, it's so close. Mine is better than his. In your face, Jacob, you prick. I just realised, I just said mine is better than his or bigger than his or something, not realising what Bradley said beforehand in the chat. weird typing on my laptop keyboard. Anyways, that's kind of cool. Where's stream gone? There's mine, fucking shit. Let's see. Let's see how you size up to us, Bradley. The lads compare sizes at 1:45 in the morning. Oh, yes! 4.45. Yes. I like that. 25.2. Yours is literally like half of mine. Oh, I should not be laughing. Abby is dead. What? Absolutely massive. I'm about 56. I assume your time is not updated yet, or is that you? It's quite... The database has been quite slow recently. It is you. Sweet. Not your PR though. Fair enough. Yeah, it's been weirdly slow on Chatsoft recently, so. Yeah, you might drop a few frames. I drop frames all the time for some fucking reason, and I don't know why. I swear, Bradley, like, out of everybody, despite the sizes, you're the one that gets the least frame drops. Like, you're the most consistent. Bradley's got the smallest, but he's the most consistent. And he's got the best stamina as well. You see what that says about it? See what that says? Yeah. I drop, like, 10,000 bajillion frames every fucking stream. But I think that's actually more because I tend to stream now when like my sister and my dad are using the internet and they're uploading and downloading shit, so it hogs a shit ton of the bandwidth. I drop frames constantly. But at the moment I'm at 592 dropped frames. And then Jacob, you just go to Jacob's stream and he just occasionally dips into having a PowerPoint presentation. Your streams are so much smoother. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and wonder what the fuck I sent both you and Jacob. Shall I tell you? Shall I tell you what you were saying or what? What we were really doing? Because that would be really funny. Oh yeah, Bradley, we just shared dick sizes at like 1 in the morning. You even sent us photographic proof. No! Oh, okay. Small but durable. Yeah, there you are. There you are. Let's see. How have things gone on baby fucking baby? Baby fucking... Why did I say it like that? Nothing new has happened here. Nothing. Interesting. It's not about the size, it's about how you use it. Yeah. That's what Jordan keeps saying. I have to get the baby part world record. I do not. It's so strong. Look at that. 277, 786, 789, 255, 285, 27 fucking 3. The only thing that I have in that regard is a decent second shroom lap, which is a 0.7, and the same lap 3. Like, it's so weak. The lap splits. 7 laps, yes. Have you not played Have you not played Oh, yeah. 7 laps, 10 seconds each. 9-second ones are the ones with the shroom. So the 10-second ones are the shroomless laps. First lap is an anomaly because it's got the startup boost. Otherwise, if you were going at full speed when you started the run, it would be a 9-second lap too. So you get 2 9s where the shroom laps are, and then 10.2 for the most part for shroomless laps. But Arjun is better. He's just got more consistency, better alignments most of the time. Hello, Shadow. Welcome. It's all good. You only missed the dub. I finally got the time. I beat the thing. Surely the world record is beatable if you have 3 shrooms. What? No? Because the world record also has 3 shrooms. No. The biggest difference here is that Arjun does the shroom strat differently. So he chooses to do the shrooms on other laps. But yeah, the track is just so... There's just so little involved in the track other than just timing the turns correctly and doing shit like that really well, that it doesn't even matter. It genuinely, like... It doesn't matter if you shroom on a different lap or something. I'll show you. I still have it. Like, he just outdoes me on every fucking turn. That's actually the 111 0000 BKT. If you're talking about shroom strat. It's so confusing though. Oh, I cannot spell. Oh, my foot's gone all tingly now because I was leaning on my leg to lean over to the laptop to type. Anyways, sorry about that. Anyway, Sean, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm really fucking tired. Have a good night, man. Take it easy then, Bradley. Once again, I'm really proud that you've finally been able to pass your driving test. It means really big things are gonna be coming in for the future for you, I hope. So rest well. You can probably sleep really well now that you've got just some massive boundary taken care of and done, finished. I hope. So, I'll speak to you whenever I next see you. Which may or may not be, the weekend if we're still doing that call with Neil. Which I completely forgot about, but I could do now because, you know, I'm not doing this shit anymore. All sub 10 laps, not possible. Unless you do 3 shrooms all sub beginning, it's potentially possible to sub lap 1. But the fastest I ever got, which is the fastest lap 1 as far as I could find by the way, is 10.002. And I went in tight on both turns. Tight with a capital H. Alright? 3 capital H's. I was tight. Alright? There's barely any improving on that. But I will give you the benefit of the doubt. As far as I've found, because I've not been able to get in touch with Arjun again since, and God knows what Rika's up to these days. Once Arjun improved from his 836, Rika left his time here. I think he was going for the BKT at the time. As far as I know, I have all the best splits, so I have the fastest potential time. But potential is an entirely different thing from actually consistently getting something in a run constantly. And my run, for me, is very solid. I'm both comfortable with it and I don't think too much can be improved other than maybe getting a couple of chains, improving some of the turns that I took, and especially lap 1 turn was very disappointing, and the lap 1 split overall was pretty disappointing. I could quite comfortably get 0.40s at the very least during sessions most days. Anyway, let me catch up on chat here. I think Shadow sent a paragraph somewhere. Where the fuck is it gone? Just... Just beat it. I don't know if that was in reference to this track or the other conversation that we were having. What? I want to clip that out of context. Oh, hold on a minute. That's just really stupidly funny. And Bradley's gonna wake up tomorrow and he's just gonna see that in the out of context channel on my Discord and he's like, what the fuck were we talking about last night? Oh. Okay, let me see. Where are we? I don't even know how far behind I am on this track. Unfortunately, I decided to hold off on getting Wii Party U. I really do want the game, but I've turned more attention to either the Mario version of the Wii Remote Plus. Also, I can always hold off on Super Smash Bros. 4 for some other time. Sorry, there's no either, but you get the idea. Fair enough, Shadow. As long as you're completely happy with that idea and you want to do that for yourself, then yeah, that's totally fine. I'll put this on now while I'm doing this, might as well, just to prove my point. Today I played a game that's twice as old as me. Cool. I hope you don't mean this game, because I'll jump out the fucking window. If that's the case, I just shaved 0.002 off. That would mean that I would get a 10-second flat time if I just shave that off. Which would be fucking cooler than a sub, to be fair. Yeah, there you go. So some of these turns could be improved. They're not ideal. And that shroom lap is also slower for me, but for the most part, this is very inconsistent. So here, you can see now Arjun capitalizing on those alignments and just doing better turns and things than me. Essentially maintain roughly that distance for the rest of the run. Actually, slightly more. I lose more on this lap. Because I'm, go further into the side there. So this is the distance. That is the distance between the two of us because this is the same lap split on lap 3. 2:73. The exact same distance. Fortunately, the game was made in 1987, not 2008. Well, there you go then. That's something that I would take. But yeah, there you go. There's that run. If I am to do anything on this track, I'd say it would be to go for a 0.7 if I'm to do anything more. But this time, other than the very first turn of my PB, it's very satisfying to me. That means, though, that I could get the... So you understand what I was talking about with the shroom strat there, where I just randomly jumped ahead of Arjun because he used the shroom at a different place. This uses the same shroom strat. And it actually is a really interesting comparison. I really like this comparison. I got Neil to upload it to his YouTube channel. Record and upload it to his YouTube. And if this track was 3 laps, I would actually have the BKT, which is nice. Nice to know. This isn't even my quickest pace. It's actually pretty average for me. I think the shroom laps, but the shroomless game was really good. It's quite hard to consistently get 280s or 270s without a disgusting 330 or something in there. Just randomly. This kind of also illustrates my point with the chains and everything as well. So just here, Arjun would randomly zip ahead of me. This is actually a track on GCN. Hence the GCN Baby Park at the beginning of the name. Or was this actually a track on GCN? Yeah. I like this track. We don't have to go back here now. Let's look at the more important comparison though, shall we? There we are. That doesn't actually look like I'd done it. It looks like Bradley's done it, actually. Alright, let's take a look then. Let's see what happened, what was good or bad about that run. Because I don't remember. That was chain half, I'm pretty sure. That alignment was so shit. Do I at least get this slip? I don't. Fuck you. Ugh. Every run. Shroom was clean though. That was clean too. That was a... I think that was a half. Oh, I did that in this run? Oh. This was pretty nice, though. I got a good landing, and I was able to drift that way and get a good alignment into this turn. And compensate for this really well. Like, I could tell that if I just played this well enough, I would beat it. And I really went for it on this. Right in between the boxes. I think that was a half. And that was a chain. I could have gone a little bit further to the left on that turn. But I knew this would be good. If I made it work, and it did. There we go. Right, Neptune, you're up. Time to dazzle us with your automatic skills. We're gonna be right next to each other on the leaderboard now, I think. Wait, no, there's someone else there actually, isn't there? I think. I don't know. Chair versus Brandy, the weirdest of me combinations. Auto versus manual as well. Oh, I hate that. That's really cool. Why are we so in sync there? Okay, this is closer than it has any right to be right now. I fucking rehop. Oh my goodness. I'd rather play on the Wii Mini than play on automatic. But automatic's good for this track. It's... according to Neptune, actually, it's easier than manual. Although I've not given it a try. Shall I try and finish an automatic run? See what I can do. Neptune, you know what's going to happen, right? We're going to be neck and neck on the last turn, and because I have manual and I release a mini turbo, I'm just going to jot ahead of you. Watch. This is what I'm calling right now. Ready? Ready your clips. I'm going to predict what's going to happen. You ready? That's a... Why? That's gonna look so shit from your perspective. You're just gonna be up there in front of me, and then it's just gonna be like, boom, zoom, yeah, boom, fucking. Wait, no. That'll still work, right? I can't believe that happened. Well, I can, but, like, it's just, why? Thanks, Neptune. I think it's going to look more entertaining from your perspective as well, actually. I assume you have to do that on auto. Oh, what? We're so in sync there as well. That's ridiculous. Yes, tap, Neptune, tap. Yes. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah. It reminds me of the frickin'... There's a Simpson episode where Lisa tries learning to tap dance, and all the teacher's advice was tappa 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 tappa, and tappa 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 tappa, and that's just what that reminded me of just there. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. Tap tap tap. Tap 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 tap. Oh, it's so stupid. I have a Neptune mini turbo. No, I have a mini turbo Neptune. Watch me go by. It's 1 a.m. I should stop being so enthusiastic. Anyways, let's see how we compare against this map challenge, shall we? I think this is Cooper Cape map. Excuse me. Let's see how we compare. And then maybe we might have a map challenge here after all. That'll be fun. Fake map challenge. Well, it'll be the... What's his tag? MW map challenge? Oh, I hate that. The chair challenge. I've already defeated the chair challenge, unless you're talking about auto. We also haven't compared this to my former PB either yet. Oh, that's the time save, isn't it? I did beat the ghost, Jake. I got the Neppy Bop as well. And it's the stupidest thing. It's because Neptune used automatic. And I use manual. I literally we're just neck and neck on the final turn. And then I just release the mini turbo and just jump ahead of Neptune. It's really stupid. Well, we're comparing it because there is actually a Matt Ghost on this track. MW Matt. Yeah, so this could be doable. The MW Matt challenge wouldn't be the same. Thanks. Right, let's take a look from the former PB as well. There we are, because I'm pretty sure that had a much stronger thing. You're not close to it. You only started like a couple of days ago, right? Like literally, I think my last session you started on this track. You're a bit happy I let you have some time to go at. I don't get the question, as in like being able to just play this track on my own. Or do you mean the Matt thing? That was the run killer. And probably the ending as well, but I think that was slightly better. I turned in the wheelie here as well, I remember. And I played it safe on this run. The mat thing I might. It depends. If I do the mat thing, I'll do the MW mat thing, because that's actually a mat on here. But it makes no sense to do it now, considering the actual mat ghost doesn't exist on this version of the track. If you know what I mean. Because what I was actually going to do was attempt that challenge, racing the ghost itself on the original version, and record it, and then put it on YouTube. So it could be like a memeable thing. Like 3DS, Wahoo Island, but Matt is the expert staff ghost. You know, that sort of video. But obviously Matt isn't on here, so that idea's kind of run into the ground. It's a relatively solid run. There's only a couple of things I could capitalize on. Most of them being like more optimal shrooms or chains or stuff like that. And pillars. Pillar section as well. I'm fairly content. And it's a brandy PP. I barely get any of those anymore. Only 1,320 floopies from reaching 100k. Awesome. Oh, I'm not happy with that. The fucking slip. The one run that doesn't work with the slip. And it just does that shit. What if I grab the ghost, copy its inputs on this specific version and have it as a ghost? It doesn't work. It desyncs after the bridge. The only way to actually get it to work is, unfortunately, to get Tom to probably drive another run with Matt, but I don't think he's doing that. This is my least favourite section, so that's probably also improvable to an extent. But for the most part, it looks like I just off-screen my PB at that point and just carry on. And I was really happy with this alignment. Like, I didn't need to twitch back the other way with the analog stick, to be fair. That was a really good line down there. Cool. Right. Let me just double check something while that goes on. Ah, fuck. Okay. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try out automatic. Just give it a quick go, see how it works. Just out of curiosity. I barely ever do this. Gonna be waiting a bit longer, I'm afraid, on an MC3 return. Oh, I can't fucking do that very well. It's probably, I would guess... Oops! I tried doing the slip drifting. Okay, that was awful. I think July at the very latest. No, it wouldn't be May. Because we got Luigi Circuit coming in after this now, and that's going to take me the rest of April and most of May. And then there's probably the festival this year, and I do not want to repeat of last year where I just fucking make Emma do all of the work. Ah, it's so weird. Yeah, if so, when I know about the what's happening with the festival, then I'm actually going to be quitting whatever I'm doing at the time to just completely work on that. I feel like if I'm going to do the track again, it will probably inspire the same people to play it again. I'm not too sure about Fatality though, but I know Scorpy is wanting me to return to MC3 again. Whee! How do you do this? Not like that, obviously. So hard to just tap this minimally. Really, really shallow of a turn. Giving me more respect for auto players, to be fair. Did a bit of grinding with that today, but you know, the whole situation with last year, right? But, yeah. Oh, that was super late. Oh my goodness. How the hell do you do this on automatic? Because you have no drifting control, so you can't actually drift to the side or whatever. It's so weird. So fucking weird. I hate it. Luigi Circuit, and what other speed track did you tell me you were going to do? I wanted to try. I was considering Peach Beach, yeah. But I tried Peach Beach before coming here. I tried all three actually. I tried Wahoo Island, and I tried Luigi Circuit, and I enjoyed those. And I tried Peach Beach, and I hated it. So oh my goodness, it's so confusing. Give MC a go, since it's my favourite spear track. Fair enough. I just finished a full Super Mario Maker 2 story mode playthrough. It took me 16 parts to complete every single job, and building absolutely everything 100%. Well, it sounds like it was worth it, though. Shadow. It's a bit weird. I'm doing that wrong, so wrong. Specifically a 109933 sub. That was the first ever sub on Luigi Circuit. That's my main aim. I have a few ghosts picked out for it as well, actually. Oh my goodness, what the hell was that? It's so, like, weird. Like, you have to turn so little. That was so hard to do. I think you have a 110 flat on Luigi circuit at the moment. That's interesting. I know I have a 110 flat by... No, a 110.003 or 2 by Alex Oni. And then I have a time that barely subs by Tyler. And a couple of other subs as well, one of the which is Darren's. But I think there's one by a player called Tim, which I found, which I kind of like, because it's relatively consistent split-wise. But it has, like, areas in which I know I can drive better than it on. But it... What else? What was I saying? There's a lot of areas which I know I can outdrive quite easily, but it gets really good alignments, so it'd be good to kind of capitalize on in that sense. And then there's Frost Bueller's time, obviously. Whoa! That is not the trick I wanted. I'm never going to get a 113 on Peach Beach. I kind of wanted to aim for the mid 114 area, but I don't know if I'll even try working on that now. Like, that section is actually relatively clean, I feel like, with auto, but this bit is really tricky. Just want to practice this section. Oh, that's so hard to do. How did you play automatic on this stretch, Neptune? And are you sure it's easier, or do you? I assume you have more practice with using auto on other tracks. This is really tricky. I like this bit though. I like this bit with auto. It's quite fun. I keep pressing the drift button. Oh my goodness. There you go, 140. Are you happy? 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. It's so weird. It's so weird, Auto. Play some hide and seek with Embrae. Have you seen it before? The only thing that I've seen with hide and seek is just videos and things being promoted. Videos and streams being promoted around. I've not actually properly looked at it. I guess I could watch Troy's video. There we go. You know what I'm gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Take a look at Luigi Circuit. I'll take a look at some of the ghosts that I have lined up. I streamed it a few times. Shockingly got viewers. Interesting. Anyway, so here are the ghosts. That is PB at the moment. Old time of walruses. That is the Alexoni ghost I was talking about. Tyler's. Who, the only reason as to why I didn't want to race Tyler's, because it's actually pretty solid for the most part. I didn't want to trick people into thinking that I'm obsessed with him. Like, overly obsessed. Darren's ghost is actually pretty clean as well. There are a few realignments that he does though, I'm pretty sure. Tim, which I think is the most, the current most likely candidate. There's an old ghost of Daisy's. I've not seen that for a while. Will's here. Frost Bueller himself. I think that is Walrus's current PB, or he's still got something quicker. I took a look at that ghost of Luke's and it's terrible. Jacob. Got a pretty solid run. Dwaynium as well. That's auto, so we don't want to copy that. And then Lewis is the fastest ghost that I would try copying. So let's take a look through them all one by one, shall we? First up is Alexoni. As usual, you'll probably find a Bint ghost. Is Bint gonna turn into the new me for you? Yeah, this is the issue, because I think Alexoni goes a little bit too far to the right for most of his alignments. And he does the spin drift there, so he's a bit too far to the left. I think his lap 1 is slower than Tim's anyways. I think Tim and Tyler have the same lap 1, but Tim has better alignments for the most part than Tyler does. I wouldn't agree with that. Lewis most of the time has recommended that I play against his ghost because he thinks it would help. And he's done so for Tyler as well. I'd say you're more obsessed with Bint. Yeah, I pointed that out as well. You have very similar driving. When I remember looking at some of your old MC3 times together, you did very similar things, like fuck up the double mini turbo, for example. You both wheelied so late. Not that mine is any better these days, I'm sure. Anyways, what's next? I'll actually take a look at Alexoni's ghost in comparison to Tim's here. Your doubles are a lot better now, but back then you're both really shit at doing them. And I say back then, it was literally only last year. So this is the thing that Tim suffers in doing, is that he just wheelies out of his mini turbos later. And times some of his drifts later as well. But he gets good alignments. So this alignment for the Shroom is pretty solid too. Yeah, and he gets a better lap one than Alexoni. By like 5 milliseconds. The spin drift is I think the way that the track used to be done back in 2010 before Cole implemented the wheelie shroom. So what the strat used to be, if you look at, I think it was J-Boy's record at the time, you would go off to the side on the curb and then spin drift into the cut or something. That was the strategy beforehand. Alexoni was probably just copying that core concept, because this Ghost is quite old. The oldest out of the bunch here, I'm pretty sure. Anyways. Tyler's Ghost is pretty solid, I think. But like I said, and you literally pointed it out as well, I don't want to seem obsessed with him for driving against his Ghost. He actually turned a little bit there, I think. I got a drop. But this alignment into the Shroom is quite good. I think he spin drifted a little bit there too. But he's a bit too far to the right for my liking. Ow. That went super wide. But this is good. And that's pretty good too. And then again, he's really far over to the side here, so he turns in the wheelie. I assume that means on here. You said you barely subbed. You barely missed the sub, and then Tyler barely misses the sub. He has that fucking alignment at the end as well. I think that is the one. I think that's the biggest reason as to why I was put off, other than the obsession thing. It's just that. Although I don't think it matters too much. He needed to be a little bit more aligned perpendicular, but that's about it. I think everything else was relatively solid. What else? And the lap one is the same as Tim's, I think. Hello, Beast Joe. Thank you for the luck, even though I'm not actually playing at the moment. We're just looking at ghosts, because this is going to be the next track that I'm going to work on. Bradley passed his driving tests. Yeah. Side note to that as well is I beat Wahoo Island as well. It's exactly the same lap. But Tim then... Actually, let's watch out the rest of this comparison. I want to see... He turns in his wheelie there and they're essentially tied. But you can see with Tim's driving where he lacks, like in the mini turbo releases for the most part. Especially there. That's the killer. So many cool things are happening. Congratulations on Wahoo Island Gold. Thank you, Bistro. I hope you've been well as well. I hope cool things have been happening for you too. Anyways, that was interesting. Should I see to PB on MC3 all on the same date? Don't know what that means. Let's see. This one. That's literally a millisecond difference, isn't it? You've been doing well, thanks. Good to hear. Really good to hear. Torp got a 335 189 on peaks. Torp? Torpedo? No, Torpeter, sorry, even. My goodness, that's a name I haven't heard for a while. God damn. What's happening with peaks all of a sudden? That means Bradley's like 5th or 6th now, isn't he? Yeah, so Darren's alignments are also really solid, but this lap is actually pretty slow. But he gets some really good laps 2 and 3, I'm pretty sure. You don't think him, or maybe. To check on Chadsoft to see if it takes it to his profile. I couldn't think who else it could be. Actually, Darren does the shroom kind of interesting. Yeah, so that's 0.1. I don't think I've ever got a 0.1 lap. And then he just fucks up this really badly. So Darren could be a really good ghost to play against for that lead. But, he then just... I don't think he does lap 3 very well. And one I would compare against with this for this one is... Frostbueller. Maybe I should go in for the 334 now. Maybe. Since I'd like to be the first to sub. I mean, you were the first to sub 336, so... You still got a first sub there, whether you wanted to have one or not. Then I don't care if he gets the record. Fair enough. You should get the record with Bradley's me. To be like, lol, Bradley, you got the BKT. Except, actually, now that I think about that, that sounds a bit worse than I was implying it to be. Yeah, so this is what I was thinking. Like that was quite a poor lap 1 by comparison, but he's going to catch right back up again. He got better splits than you. What? So is he like that's a BKT fail? Good God. This is a really... yeah, this is why I didn't want to play this run. I remember now. And then he just fucking messes this up. I guess this would work if I was able to beat Darren's lap 1, sustain the lead by a big enough amount on lap 2 to stay ahead of him, and then just drive well on lap 3. Then that's an easy Frostbueller sub, but I don't know. Very inconsistent. Chadsoft is not loading. Yeah, that's Torpeter. That is Torpeter. You see what his MC3 is? Can't type. SNES M apostrophe Ario circuit. You still got the best pace. Have you checked like his obsolete ghost though? Maybe he's got one better. He's subbed on MC3. Pretty solid. Anyways. Where are we now? That was Darren. So we're at Dacia, I think. I don't know if I care too much about these. Let's see. I don't remember them specifically. I remember the other lot particularly. Whoa! What the fuck is that? It's a shadow paragraph. I finished with Super Mario Maker 2 story mode. I am ready to record people's levels. I'm going to message Neil and ask to play some of his levels just like he played mine. If I find them challenging enough, I record them and upload them to my YouTube channel. Yeah, Neil's are very challenging from what I remember. Dacia does the spin drift cut as well. This is a very old Dacia time. I'm pretty sure Dacia's got quicker since then. Like, some of these lines are really interesting. Some of this driving's really like, what, Dacia? What the fuck? His wheelies are so late. Daisy has definitely done better than this since, though. I'm pretty certain he's got a better time than this. Spin drift shortcut every time. Have you ever seen any of my levels, Shadow? Just out of curiosity. Most of them are incredibly easy. And then there's the two recent ones. The two at the top are the more challenging ones. But I would presume that you would be a better player than me at that game, so... Screw it, I'm streaming Peaks. Awesome. I have not seen your level, Sean. I'd like to follow you guys if possible. If you already know Nil... well, actually, no. Because we're all added, I think you should be able to find my profile. Did Wilf not get the fucking starter boost? Hold on. I was not paying attention. Do you want me to download his run after this? Oh, he got the full starter boost. I'm just getting paranoid. Yeah. Did you want me to download the peak stuff after this, Jake, and look at it on stream? I'd have to change the cup layout for that, though. Should I also do Mushroom Bridge for Sean while Sean's not here? See, Wilf's shrooms look really nice, actually. Wilf did the shrooms really clean. I don't mind. Actually, I might run out of time. He moved. Is that Wilf's, I assume? He's not delay drifting any of those. I assume that's quicker then. I don't think this is Wilf's PB anymore. I think Wilf improved as well, so this is quite an old run. But as it's closer to sub. Oh, and he did the same thing as Tyler, for fuck's sake. And that lap 1 shroom is really good for, I think, this area of time. Also, I completely forgot to respond to the rest of Shadow there. There is an area, Shadow, on Mario Maker 2. I think it's the leaderboard one. The purple zone on the course world. Where if you just go on there, you can find all of your friends' profiles and just follow people. So you have me and Nil added on Switch. You can find our profiles there. But also, if Nil has played your levels, you can go through the recent players on your levels and just go to Nil's profile, and then you can scroll through Nil's played list and he would have played mine. What else is here? Frost Bueller's time. Okay, I've done that theory of shroom. Theory of shroom. Yeah, so Frostbuehler does weirdly outdated driving with the 08 drifts, and I don't think soft drifts here. I don't know if Bradley would have any interesting levels for me to try. I mean, I'm Switch friends with him too. Bradley has 2 levels. One is literally just a jump to the finish line. And then one is just a, and then the other one is like an actual, like, speedrun level. Where you have to figure something out at the very beginning. So it's kind of a little bit of a puzzle at the beginning to try and figure out. But once you've figured it out and you kind of get the strats down, then it's a pretty decent speedrun challenge if you're up for that sort of thing. But it took me a decent amount of time to try and figure out how to do it. I think it's literally only me, Nil, and Jake who figured out and passed it. Christian might have done it since as well. I think it's only us. Anyways, that's Frostbuehler. The only other ghost that I have here that I want to race against is Lewis's, I think. These. Actually, what Jacob does. Let's see if he'd be any help. Oh, he does the fucking moving thing. I hate that shit because I can't do it. I don't actually know if Jacob's PB'd. What was that? Okay. He just fucking rides off the coping. It's completely unfazed. Slightly slower lap than Tim, which is interesting. He has to realign. Oh my goodness. No, this can't possibly be Jacob's current PB, surely. Surely he's improved this since. Yeah, so Darren's actually still ahead of this, I think. He's got a really solid line into there, from what I can tell. That's a tiny bit too far to the left. He twists chains, I think. Or twists. I don't know if it was a chain. Pretty solid. I don't know if that's Jacob's PB still. There's still just little tiny inconsistencies, but I feel like Jacob would have done better, if you know what I mean. So, this is the other ghost. The fastest ghost that I'm considering racing against for this, and it's Lewis. Lewis even suggested that I use this ghost to play against too. I think it's because of his shrooms as well. That was ridiculous. He seems to drift earlier than everybody else. So Darren was actually on par with this. At the beginning, which is kind of interesting. Maybe Lewis was slightly ahead. Hello, pizza. Lewis is back. No. If you mean back playing this game, then no. This is a ghost from like 2012 or some shit. But Lewis is and still interested in the game. He actually pops in here as a regular. Goes by NXBR. He suggested that time for me to play against. I'm curious now, actually. I want to see how Darren's time compares against that split-wise. I'm getting too caught up in these. Let me just put my jumper on. It's starting to get a bit cold again. Well, Lewis and Tyler used to play in my old... used to have the world record on my favourite track to play. And grind pizza. Both on MC3. But Lewis is also... like I said, he's a regular in the viewers. From time to time, he'll pop by and chat and chill. And he suggested that I download his Ghost and try playing against it. Yeah, that was a lot better than Darren. Much better than I thought, actually. I also have Tyler, like I said, like you see. We've got Cole here, who's been around for a long time. Casey's on there. Tom. Brett's here too. Frost Bueller as well, I guess. He's the oldest one out of the lot. And then you have Alexoni and Tyler over this end. Yeah, so this is the Ghost that I think I'm most likely going to play against when I come here. Tyler is still playing, yes. I've spoken to him. He works in a nursing home now, so he doesn't have too much time to play, but whenever he does, he'll pop on and just grind MC3 for a bit whenever he has free time. And then just PB. And he'll play until he PBs and then, you know, prioritize IRL stuff again. He's a super chilled out guy, honestly, Tyler. Like, it's ridiculous. He doesn't care about the world record, how the world record... He doesn't, at least express that he cares or, visibly show that he cares that the world record has improved by that much, or that, you know, the worldwide tops are like that. Like they've improved how much they have done since he had the record with his 118-107. But yeah, I spoke to him and he's so chill. He's just like, yeah, no, I'm cool. I was just after a PB. I got a PB and that's cool with me. And like the last few runs that he's got, they are in comparison to Tyler's potential from driving potential in the past, but also just if you see his potential best runs, in some of his fails, he's clear that he could do better, but he literally just plays for the PB and takes whatever he can get. And that's fine. That's all he cares about. It seems like he just comes in, he's like, yeah, I got a PB, that's all cool with me, and goes. Massive respect for that. Anytime I've spoken to him, it's been over Twitch, yeah. So Twitch whispers. He doesn't pop up like Lewis does here though. He's never come into the stream properly. He's always if I've ever spoken to him, it's always over whispers. But yeah, there you go. That's what I was thinking of doing. So Tim's Ghost is the main one that I'm thinking of. I think that should be the best one. I think. Right. Let's go and take a look at peaks then before I finish off for today, shall we? I'm going to try a couple of strats. I'm going to do a large comparison. I think that shroom saves at least 150 to 200 a lap. Unreal or Jimbo retired. And Jimbo came back in like 2016 or 17. So Jimbo was playing this game, and he actually got a couple of CT world records here and there. Like most notably DS Figure of 8 circuit, which I think only got beaten last year by Casey. Oh, actually, no, it only got beaten because the track got fucking updated. I'm pretty sure. But Jimbo was around for a while. He actually improved his MC3. So I remember before the Ghost update, came out, Unreal had the MC3 UK record, 441, and then once the Ghost database on CTGP was instated, he got a 0.3. But Unreal, I'm pretty sure he said he sold his Wii when I spoke to him. So he has not had that for a while. But he did play Switch, and I actually played with him on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and played against some of his runs. So he got world record on 200cc Moo Moo Meadows, and that's why a massive inspiration behind that recently. That's not updated yet. But I haven't heard anything from them recently regarding this track. I only know Lee D93 started again recently. Is that true? If that's what you know, then you'd know better than me. Because I do not know about Lee. I know Lee also played Deluxe, because I saw him in the top 10 beforehand as well. So Lee did have either a world record or a top 10 on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Ooh, that's new. I got all these. I have not got Casey's time. Casey's most recent time. I did not. I haven't looked at this since Swag. That happens sometimes. That's what happens when I go on MC3. I try and scroll past the top 15, and as soon as I try doing that, most of the time it crashes. Maybe it's the amount of ghosts on there. Are you going for regionals on MC3 for yourself? Actually soon. I'd like to, but it's not going to be anytime soon. But it will happen eventually. I have it in mind. I still got the 10th European on my layout, actually. For when I do that. So I will hopefully aim for that. I like to aim for a 0.2 if I can. Which would be quite firmly in the top 10 as well. Cement my my place on the what you call it as well. Let's see. Ace got a 0.6. I did not know about that. McRaren's on here. King. Want that shit. Fuck! Why do you keep doing that? Oh, I'm not going to be able to look at Mushroom Peaks now because this piece of shit keeps doing that. It's gonna take me 5 fucking years to look at the track. I want to see if Jacob's PB'd on Luigi Circuit. Hello again, Chavis. Are you streaming at the moment or soon? So I'm probably going to be ending. You are awesome. Okay. Throw everyone your way again once I finish this. Also, yeah, I don't know if you popped in while I was doing Wahoo, but I finally beat the ghost. I'm just struggling to scroll through Luigi Circuit at the moment. The game keeps crashing whenever I go on this leaderboard. Fuck! I can't. Oh, stop it! MC3 world record history is actually kind of interesting, especially Nobuo, his last ever world record in the game. I don't think it was. I think Mushroom Gorge was his last record. Correct me if I'm wrong. World records page. Yeah, it's weird because Nobuo had the world record when I first developed an interest in the track, all the way back in 2010. Let's see. 25th of the 3rd, 2010. That record was 10 very recently. Yeah, no, Mushroom Gorge was his last record. 143.335. Right. If it does it again, I'm quitting. Okay, well, we're done for today. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Alright. GG. It's not even going to load on here correctly, is it? Awesome, right. No, I'm calling it a night. Peaks would take fucking 7 years to do. This is such a long and boring track. And that was a long and painful process of trying to scroll through a leaderboard and not get anything out of it, so... Time to fuck off. It's basically what I'm going to get out of that. Anyways, I'm going to raid Chavis now. So, I don't know how things are going to go from that, but... Whatever. So, of course my thing is fucked, isn't it? Ah, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah. Thank you everybody for stopping by today. It was good that I could finally do, do Wahoo Island. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming again. This was a very late stream in comparison to normal, so I probably won't be streaming at this time if you expect or not expect that to happen. But yeah. Take it easy. I will see you whenever I next see you, which will... I don't know when that will happen, but yeah, have fun. Wish Chavis the best of luck with whatever he's doing, and I shall see you again later.